Hey gang, what's good? Welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire. We are here on Sayuka, where we have just recently arrived to this place and learned from Tebe and Undersecretary, their full and totally complete real-ass name. But we learned that there's a bunch of weird shit going on here with giant plants and some animals, sharks, I think, specifically.
No problem.
Otherwise, mostly plants, I think. Huh? Alright, we should look around, though. However, I think we're going to skip out on looking around until we do Seraphine's quest. Let's see here. It was to look for Romaro, right? Yeah, head to Sayuka and search for any sign of Romaro. Undine claimed Romaro intends to resupply at Sayuka before leaving the Deadfire. Seraphine wants us to follow in search of the old pirate. Right, because I think it could be very useful to have Maia along with us. Huh? Though, I guess we could. Yeah, if we find an inn, you know what? We'll just pull in Maia and swap Takehu out. Right? Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Is there an inn here? Workshop? Market? Longhouse? We might be able to do it at the market. Yeah, let's head straight for the market. Let's see. Didn't want to explore any in-between videos in the event that we uncovered some wild stuff. And what is this? Subtle markings on the fish's hide suggest that lampreys of unusual size haunt the waters around Sayuka, which we totally heard about, right? Let's see. Takua? As you approach, the fish vendor flashes you a broad, cheery grin. He beckons you over with a wave of his hand and directs your attention to his latest delivery. What do you have for sale?
All the wonders of the sea, and more besides.
He directs you to a display selling the day's catch. Okay. And we can't actually do our stuff here. But let's see, do you have anything of interest? Does have luminous lobster in this stuff. The Mahara wraps. Right? Shaved koiki fruit and baked whale meat, wrapped in aromatic leaves. If poached properly, the koiki almost liquefies, coating the meat in a sweet, pungent glaze. Right. I don't know if it was this game or actually... not Deadfire. The Outer Worlds, where I talked about something like this existing in real life, right? This is totally inspired by a real food that I have had. Except the version that I had was some sort of plant, and it was chicken and rice, I think, or maybe just chicken. I can't remember for sure. But it was when we were visiting family in the Philippines. Let's see, crusted swordfish. It was delicious as well. It was absolutely amazing. Even if you have, if you're very fearful of trying new foods, that, it's a great thing to try. It looks weird, obviously, probably don't eat the wrap, but it's great if you're totally unfamiliar to, the cuisine wherever you're at, right? Well, assuming you're in the Philippines or whatever. Let's see, crusted swordfish. Maaro dusted swordfish steak, pan-fried. Mare crudia. Ooh, look at that. Raw fish and roe, which is like caviar, isn't it? Or not entirely caviar, but a version of caviar, I think? It's like fish eggs or something, I think. Wrapped in dried fire kelp. Adopted by Grand Valian explorers over countless voyages, this dish requires neither hearth nor fire to prepare. Okay. And of course, the valuable luminous lobster. Huh. Yeah, we've seen that before. Aged shark meat. Interesting. Myriad species of shark hunt in the waters of the Deadfire. They are dangerous and difficult to catch, but their meat and teeth fetch a high price at market, if an angler has the gumption to challenge such a beast. Okay. So nothing entirely important there for us. You still seeing that Kuaru woman? We had a falling out. Huh. What over? We know Kuaru people, don't we? Where from, though? You've met her brother? Who? You didn't. Oh, you didn't. Huh. What can I say? I'm just that good. What? I don't know. Oh, I see. Okay. He ditched her for her brother. All right. Sure, hence the you didn't. Alright, Kawami. A young woman leans against the till, her eyes half closed. She jerks awake when she hears the scuff of your boots on the flagstones and fumbles about for something to polish in an effort to look busy.
What can I do for you?
She surreptitiously wipes a bit of drool from the corner of her mouth. What do you have in stock? What can you tell me about this place? Yeah, tell me something about this
Sayuka?
place.
Bit of a backwater if you ask me, but don't tell the fleet master I told you so. This used to be where the fleet would send a person after they'd seen a fellow sailor blown to bits by a cannonball or what have you.
Oh, really? So like to get therapy or something? Huh.
That was before those mad druids out in the bog started sending bears and wild cats over the walls, of course. Let me know if you're in the market for something pointy.
Interesting. Some druids out there. Okay. How'd a human end up serving with the Royal Deadfire Company?
Everyone's always gotta ask. Not that I blame them. It is a good story.
She slips a long, thin blade from the length of her boot and begins to clean her fingernails.
I was seeing this guy. Let's call him, Kono. Kono and I had been carrying on a while when I started making noise about wanting to move in.
You don't think this is about... We know someone whose name is very similar to that from the first game. Surely this... Oh god, we need to get Maia here post-haste. What if this is her brother? Kana. I was wondering if he would show up in this game. It would totally make sense if he did, right?
Frightened the boy so bad, he went and joined the Royal Deadfire Company in the middle of the night. Thing is, I'm a deft hand with a throwing knife, and I know my way around 10 kinds of blades, so I followed him into the service. Pulled my weight, got on a good ship. Kono eventually left to go to poetry school or what have you, but I stayed. Haven't heard a complaint yet.
No kidding. Huh. That's probably fucking Kana. Right? Or just a really bizarre coincidence. Yo, if we had Maia with us, we should bring Maia to this lady. Alright, what do you have in stock?
Put your eyes on these.
She waves her... Huh? Oh, okay, probably a typo. She waves her hand across the merchandise with a theatrical flair. Oh, look, you do have some interesting things. Let's see, a spear. Stalker's patience. Huh. Looks like it's barbed or serrated at the end. Let's see. Wounding. Hits with this weapon cause 10% damage as raw damage over time. Oh, so it's like our rogue ability, which, by the way, I almost forgot. In between videos, I got that on a dare, which I think could potentially synergize pretty well with his higher attack speed, right? Given that he can attack with his shield as well, and then he has the ripostes on top of that, whenever he deflects or evades or whatever. Ambushing. 10% damage to flank targets. Increases with stealth skill. Huh. Okay. This is actually a good rogue weapon. Okay. Let's see. A Jamut, a dwarf matron of Nasatak, carried this spear on many of her long hunts. To feed her tribe, she required a tool that could put a beast down quickly from ambush. She had no intention of dishonoring herself or the hunt by merely maiming her quarry. If she failed to grant the animal a clean kill, the barbed spearhead at least granted her assurance her prey would tire, weaken, and expire from blood loss. Okay. And what are the enchants you can get on it? Not really something we want, but just out of curiosity, right? Alright, upgrade to 15%. I think the rogue ability does 20 or 25% of the usual physical damage as raw. 10% chance to hobble target on scoring hit. Grants standoff, which is twirl in a wide spinning arc that deals pierce/slash damage to all targets in the area, pushing them back and hobbling them. Okay. Huh. And Mercy Strike. 20% chance to recover immediately on scoring crit. Wow! Yo, we've never seen anything like that before, have we? To where there's a chance to have instant recovery? Jeez, that's wild! Are there any classes that have that as just a passive or something? Similar to Mortal Wounds? I could see that being like, I don't know, a monk ability or something. Alright. Distraho. A greatsword, two-handed. Oh, I thought it was like a stiletto or something. Let's see. Menace. Chance to shaken target on crit. Which, yeah, shaken is quite useful. Red, tear or tear. Distraho's pommel gem shares from its store of essence. Restores a small amount of health to the wielder. Once per rest. Oh, okay. The pirate known as Daneric the Bloody, captain of the Claret, carried this sword during a years-long campaign of murder and mayhem that took him from the seas of Adair to the shores of the White that Wends. He was indiscriminate in his violence, preying on merchants and other pirates alike in his quest for treasure and blood. The ships of his many victims were often discovered adrift, their decks littered with corpses and the rigging strewn with severed heads. Driven only by his insatiable need to spill blood, Daneric eventually began to forego even plundering the vessels. As his infamy grew, entire flotillas set sail with the express purpose of hunting down the Claret and her captain. Daneric's crew, dissatisfied with a lack of loot and disillusioned with Daneric's malevolent deeds, eventually sold him out to Valian pirate hunters in exchange for clemency and a sizable bounty. When the Valians boarded, Daneric's crew turned on their captain. Salvagers later discovered the Claret floating adrift. The headless bodies of both crews covered the deck. Neither the Valian frigate nor Captain Daneric were anywhere to be found. Oh god. Jeez. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Red Quickening. What is this? Distraho's pommel gem pulses with life-giving essence per rest. Oh, so health to the wielder and nearby allies. Okay. And then... Oh, an AoE shaken on target. Okay. Target and nearby enemies. Interesting. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, and anything else here of interest? Looks like just a bunch of melee stuff, right? Okay, cool. Still no inn, though. Longhouse. Yo, now that sounds like an inn if I've ever heard of one. Oh, look. Lonely Dog. Oh, what's up, Lonely Dog? Sheba. What do you do? 1 perception for me and party-wide. 5% of hits convert to crits. Not half freaking bad, huh? What does our current little beagle do? Resolve and... Oh, recovery penalty. That's pretty good as well. Shit. What is Sheba again? 1 perception. Oh, God. Yo, I think Sheba is better. I think I prefer Sheba. Oh my gosh, you have scary red eyes. Okay. There we are. Cool. Man, we really need to get that menagerie upgrade thing. Okay. Aw. Alright, let's go on over here. Oh, look, there's some woot loot back here in the rear. Oh. Amira's blessings on your sales, traveler. Huh, I wonder if they're speaking in reference to Palagina or just in general. Alright, let's see what's back here. Oh, this is just free for the taking. Hammer and chisel. This game board is scuffed and scratched from frequent use. Weird. Okay. Bunch of people out here, out front of the Longhouse. What's up? A broad-shouldered man with a long, jagged scar across his brow argues with a woman outside the Longhouse. He throws his hands up, about to shout, but the woman cuts him off, mid-exclamation.
I will not return to the Longhouse, Weto, never! And I won't blunt my teeth about it further!
She plants her hands firmly on her hips and juts out her chin in defiance.
For what are you so stubborn? The Rawatines do us a great favor and you spit in their faces.
Weto, was it Weto or Weto? I think she said Weto. Weto ceases his shouting when he notices you listening in.
My brother, is there something I can do for you?
Oh, he recognizes that I'm from the archipelago. Okay. Huh. I feel like that would be more of a archipelago plus Island Almawa check, right? Alright. Is there a problem here?
Not at all, not at all. My sister and I are just having a small disagreement.
Man, this is like a microcosm of choices to come, I feel, right? Waito rubs at the back of his neck and looks away, embarrassed.
It is because you speak like this that I yell at you in the first place. You're beginning to sound like those Rowatayan outlanders, and it shames me to say so.
Oh shit, if we are Rowatayan, we can say something here. What's your problem with the Rowatayans? I mean, I feel like we have a pretty good idea. But let's say it, because this is all we can say here.
Ignore her. She has an urchin up her ass about her cousins from the north and can't be persuaded. I should know. I've tried.
An urchin up her ass. What a thing to say. He shoots Tippa an irritated look and rolls his eyes.
Is it so unreasonable to want to protect my culture, our culture, from our greedy neighbors?
She spits on the ground between you and grits her teeth.
They arrive in ships laden with goods they believe will please us and think that gives them the right to build their walls on our land. Then they act surprised when we don't all fall at their feet with cries of gratitude.
She has a point. Sounds like the Rowatayans are doing you a favor. Shrug. I'll be on my way. Now she has a point.
Akira, don't encourage her. I will never hear the end.
We are no strangers to the menaces of the Deadfire. Pirates, colonials, Nagati's children. We have bested all of them before.
What do you mean by Nagati's children? Who? Like, some of the wildlife, like the Naga and stuff?
We don't need them or their walls to keep us safe, and we surely don't need their longhouse.
Oh. Waito, why do you support the Rowatayans? What does all of this have to do with the Longhouse? The Huana and Rowatayans are both Aumaua. Why not be allied? Well, we definitely know why. Alright. Let's see. It seems like we can just exhaust all of these, right? Let's do it. Waito, why do you support the Rowatayans?
We are no strangers to storms. But last year we suffered many powerful ones in quick succession, and our harvest of koiki fruit was destroyed. Prize share was rationed. Famine loomed. And then the Rowatayans sent ships. Load after load of food, enough to see us to the next harvest. They could have left us to die, but they didn't.
It was only a ploy to make us dependent on them, Akira. We took their food and helping hands, and now we sleep in their buildings and watch the sea from their walls.
Yeah, you're totally right. And before long, you're going to be paying their taxes. Fuck. And also, they may have potentially introduced slavery right into the archipelago. Alright. What does all of this have to do with the Longhouse?
Another of the Rowatayans' tricks. When our huts were destroyed in the storms, they did not rebuild them like they were as we requested. They built this longhouse instead.
Tippa grunts.
Are you not one people? They said. Why do you live divided, each caste apart from the others? They believe they know what's best for us, but how we live is not their business.
Man, alright.
The Fleet Master says we are weak because we don't work as one. She doesn't see that it's our differences that make the Huana strong. She doesn't want to see it, lest it put the lie to their enterprise here.
Right, yeah, totally. Huh, alright. Let's see, the Huana and Rowatayans are both Aumaua. I mean, that seems, at this point, after all we've seen, this seems like such a stupid thing to say. Yeah, interesting though about the Longhouse. I wonder if, does that mean that Rowatayans usually do all reside in longhouses, like a whole bunch of multiple families and stuff, in one longhouse? Huh. I don't think we've heard anything else about that anywhere besides here, have we? Maybe we haven't, I just forgot. Alright, the Huana and Rowatayans are both Aumaua. Why not be allied? Let's say this stupid thing.
Under whose banner? Rowatai's? Then we cease to be Huana as surely as if they conquered us.
Right.
We have the land and resources Rawatai needs, and they have the military might we lack. We share a common ancestor. Why not create a common culture? Together we would be strong.
Right, but it's how they approached it, how they fucking did it, right?
I say, if you truly believe that, then you're a bigger fool than I thought.
The Huana should forge their own path. The Rowatayans understand what's important. You're all in over your heads. Let's see. No, the Huana should forge their own path, I think.
Akira, I don't need you to tell me as much. But I appreciate your support nonetheless.
Right. Yeah, I totally see where you're coming from, why you would say something like that. The first line. All right, Tippa nods and gives you a tight smile.
It is gratifying to be heard and understood. That an outlander could do this and my brother could not shames us both.
Caught between the Valians and the Rawatayans, we will be crushed. We need a strong ally to survive the coming years.
I mean, he's right. They would have been fucked in the short term, right? They would have incurred potentially losses, but I don't know. In the long term, they're definitely fucked if Ralatai has any say over it, right? Wado shakes his head sadly. He tries to put his hand on his sister's shoulder, but she shrugs him off, a look of disgust curling her lips. Alright, what about this person who they were just been arguing in front of? Who are you? You're just... Why? What have you been doing here? Just kind of sitting down on the ground like, oh jeez, just another day in front of the Longhouse.
I hate to see Tippa and Wado fight.
Who are you? They didn't even mention this person, did they? Huh. Alright. Oh shit.
Mine now.
Oh yeah, look, this is mine now. Okay, not stealing either. Oh, yo! The mung bean's mouth organ. Yo, mung beans, man! Shit! Oh my god, when I was a kid, my mom fucking loved to eat mung beans. Holy shit. Honestly, I love a lot of the... If it hasn't been clear already, I love a lot of the attention to cultural detail and stuff, right? Like, I'm not even terribly versed in, like, Filipino culture, despite being half, right? But still, there's plenty that totally sticks out to me. Alright. Grants the Gallows Breaker. What is that? Nearby allies benefit from the soothing sound of the mouth organ, gaining increased power level for drug-type consumables, increasing their beneficial duration and the time until their crash penalty. Oh, shit. Yo, 3? Oh my god. Does that increase your own as well? It seems that way, huh? Being as it's an aura. The musician Gil Mungbean Mungo wore his mouth organ around his neck during much of his decorated career, using it to herald the start of a performance. His little-known secret to success was to lace a slot of the instrument with powdered ripple sponge, which was blown in the faces of his unsuspecting audience. After making his fortune on the performance circuit, Mungo retired from public life to enlist with Rauatai's navy. His unit was celebrated for pacifying relations with the Deadfire's Huana tribes, gathering kith around a shared love of music and other, less obvious delights. Yo! So all of his performances were a hit because they were all like tripping major balls. Great! Alright, we'll take that.
Yeah, no problem.
Man, I wish I could have my character be good at pickpocketing and drugs, right? Shit. Let's see, I can't, can I? No, because I want to be good at lying as well. God, there's too many sneaky asshole skills that I want to take part in. Alright, Huana Longhouse.
Gotta even hear my prayers over all this noise?
Whoa. What? Waturi. Let's see here.
Those Raparu dare make such a racket in my longhouse? What were those royal Deadfire fools thinking?
A large Huana man glares down the length of the building. His fists clench tight. You're an ass. At least the Royal Deadfire Company built you a better home. It's shame the company stuck you in here with all the common folk. No, you're an ass, because he's calling them out for just being lower class, right? Yeah, it is a shame that they did that, but also, here right now, you're a fucking ass.
You'd feel the same if you knew anything about the Huana.
The warrior grunts, a sneer lifting his lip.
What do you want?
Your room's much nicer than the others.
I am Mataru, a warrior. The best quarters are mine by right. And yet I cannot display my most precious possession, my grandmother's warhammer, for fear the Raparu might steal it. It is absurd.
Yo, alright. Why would the Raparu steal your stuff?
They know no better. A Huana soul is not born into the Raparu without reason, after all.
Yeah, the pores. You can't trust him. He can hardly resist rolling his eyes. Good God. Alright, how did the Royal Deadfire Company come to control Sayuka?
Not even the greatest Mataru can stand against a fleet of Rauatayan warships.
The warrior speaks with a bitter shake of his head. Right. Okay.
Got it.
Over,
Oh, shit.
then under, then twist. Good.
Akira, it looks so easy when you do it.
What are you all doing? Oh shit, look at these people. A middle-aged Kuaru woman. Kuaru is the artisanal and merchant class of Hawana society. Though skill and craftsmanship are respected, those born into the Kuaru are not given the equivalent praise of the Mataru. A middle-aged Kuaru woman raises her brows in question when you approach. Her hands too full with braided ropes of dried reeds to greet you properly. Beside her stands an elderly Raparu man, awkwardly grasping his own bundle of reed rope, which of course we know Raparu are the lowest of the low.
Oh, hello. Come to watch me tie rugs, have you?
I guess.
Asaru here has been teaching me.
He indicates the woman beside him, with a dip of his chin. The corners of his mouth twitch, like he's trying to hide a smile.
What say, traveler?
Isn't it unusual for Kuaru and Raparu to do the same work? Deadfire check. Is it stressful, having all the castes living together in one building? Can you teach me how to tie a rug? Huh. Let's see. Isn't it unusual for Kuaru and Raparu to do the same work? No, let's say our Deadfire check first, right? Just in case we can't. Is it stressful having all the castes living together in one building?
It's not so bad, excepting the nights Waturi gets into the palm wine.
Akira, but that man does snore loud enough to call down the rains.
She snorts, and Ndunga beside her smothers a raspy chuckle.
There is hardly any space to tie my rugs, to be certain, and I haven't had a moment to myself in weeks.
But there are also new friends to be made.
Ndunga finishes her sentence with a warm smile.
Indeed there are. Captain, I am inspired to redecorate our ship's quarters.
Isn't it unusual for Kuaru and Raparu to do the same work?
It is, as you say. But I have always admired the beautiful rugs Osaru makes.
He shrugs.
And Ndunga can fix anything. Is it not reasonable we should learn from each other?
I think it is reasonable. That's one of the... I don't know, maybe it's wrong of me to say, but it feels fucked up, the strict caste system, right, that the Hawana utilize in many places, right? I don't know. A lot of it seems also totally exploited by people on top, right? Though she smiles as she speaks, Osaru's words hold a defensive edge, as if she's had to explain their unusual arrangement many times before.
Akira, especially if we must suffer Waturi together.
A sly grin spreads across the old man's face, and he elbows Osaru playfully in her side. Oh, they're so sweet.
Just so.
Osaru swats his arm away with a small laugh. Then, her thoughts returning to Waturi, she makes a face like she's bitten into an underripe koiki fruit. Can you teach me how to tie a rug? Maybe I'll get like some kind of, I don't know, sleight of hand skill up.
It's not a skill one learns in an afternoon. But should you wish to spend many months here in this longhouse, you're welcome.
A deep, throaty laugh rumbles through him.
I say, we have the room. So long as you do not mind sleeping like so many scrolls stuffed in a shelf.
Osaru shares in Ndunga's laugh.
It is, as you say.
Oh, whoops,
And
whoops.
just so.
All right, leave. Farewell.
Carry the winds with you, traveler.
All right, cool. Look at them. They're making the best of a shitty situation, huh? Okay. These crates are overflowing with personal belongings that couldn't fit in the Longhouse. Oh, look, free to take. Oh, look. I can actually steal
No
his grandmother's warhammer, I bet. All right. Let's do a quick save and pick in here and see what it even looks like.
Sparkling.
Oh, it's just superb. Okay. Whoa, there is a lot of money, though. I mean, a superb thing, yeah, that's worth 2.4k. Alright. He kind of does a patrol situation, doesn't he?
My eyes are peeled.
Maybe. I can nab that thing. Right? Out here. Like, if I sneak in while he's facing that direction. Ooh, shit. Or, Seraphim can.
My eyes be open.
There we are. Dope.
Ahoy,
Fuck you, you asshole! I got the
done.
hammer now. Alright. I mean, you know, that is pretty bad, though. Stealing that fucking hammer. What can you do? Let's see. What's in here? Some lager. I'll take it. I'm an RPG protagonist. Come on, I just get to... I'm allowed to do this. Gainsfef berries. These strange berries have a delicate feathered surface. They are used in the production of svef, a powerful hallucinogenic drug. Though originally grown in distant tall nests, Gainsfef plants have been transplanted and cultivated in the Deadfire, where the alternating wet and dry seasons provide ideal growing conditions. While the tall nest variant of Gainsfef is a thin, frail plant, those found growing wild throughout the archipelago are quite hardy. Huh. Alright.
Ahoy.
Sure.
These near-identical beds are well-built, but offer little privacy.
Aye.
I'm guessing these are from... like, they were transplanted by the RDC, right? I'd assume so. Raparu quarters, Kuaru, Mataru. Right. Yeah, so we can just very clearly see the differences between the castes in going through one area, right? Huh. Man. And then just one dude gets this really nice room, right? He's very quick to go in there when I go in. Alright. Ooh, look, it is rainy as hell. Okay, yeah, we still didn't find any sort of innkeeper, though, did we? Interesting. Maybe at the workshop? I don't know. We may not have access
Captain,
to one.
done and done.
Here. Let's actually, you know what? We could play it safe and just grab Maia from our ship, right? Let's see here. Can we... No, we actually have to board our ship, don't we? Yeah. F it, let's do it. Let's get Maia real quick. Let's see, let's exit by sea, I suppose. There we are. Can't we... Yeah, we can totally change out our party by doing this, right? Alright, here we are. And then party management right here. And let's dismiss Takehu, right? Well, he doesn't have anything good on him that we need, right? Yeah, just some drugs and stuff. Okay. Good. So, we'll dismiss him and have Maia out. Because I'm very interested to hear what or if she would have anything to say, given all the RDC presence here, right? And especially with that one NPC that we met, right? Okay, let's enter the town. Let's go to just Sayuka overall, because we want to... Yeah, we want to speak to that vendor person, right? In the far northeast area. Alright.
Ishi, how much of
hey.
the captain's hardtack have you eaten? You're gonna make yourself sick again, foolish bird.
Huh. Also, that dude totally did recognize her. Coral Mason? Alright, and she has something to say after her brief exit from the group.
So, we're back. Did you miss us?
Maia smiles a little, the side of her mouth twitching. Yoshiza offers a friendly squawk. Where were you? Of course I missed you, Maia. No. Where were you?
About that.
Frowning, Maia crosses her arms and nods thoughtfully.
Something happened out there, and it's got me all turned around.
Maia fixes her attention on a distant point. Speak your mind.
I didn't exactly deliver a missive. That parchment was meant for me, and I delayed opening it as long as I could.
She folds her arms.
Hatsura gave me a name and a location. That was all. When you're a sharpshooter by trade and your boss doesn't offer clarification, you learn to arrive at your own conclusions.
Don't tell me you shot someone. Say nothing. Go on. Well, let's go with this. Don't tell me you shot someone.
I can already see this is going to go well. The rub of it is, my target wasn't some ship's captain or an ogre swinging a fence post. He was the Ranga of a Huana tribe.
Oh, here we go. Alright, this is what we were talking about. She raises her brow and studies you for any reaction. Seraphin's eyes close as he nods along, worldly. Why don't you start from the beginning? Maia! Sounds sneaky. Tell me more. Why don't you start from the beginning? Nodding to you, Maia shrugs away some tension that you hadn't noticed before.
The village was beachside. No sign of foreign occupation. I might have been the first outsider to make land in quite a while. They were just simple folk going about their lives. Couldn't have been more than 50 of them. Their Ranga, though? He had a voice that carried, that echoed in the hearts of his people.
Her eyes narrow as she concentrates on a far-off point. What did he speak about?
He called for unity with the neighboring tribes, the setting aside of bad blood. His people listened, and listened well.
I don't know about you, but this is also something I do in real life. When I have, like, difficulty speaking to someone person to person, I'll, like, focus on something slightly behind them or whatever. Even if they notice me doing it, it helps me personally, right? Maybe it doesn't come across in my videos, but I mentioned it in a pretty old Morrowind Mondays, but I am quite introverted in real life.
He was my target. You can guess what happened next.
Maia shrugs, squeezing her forearms to release some tension. Tell me anyway.
I picked a spot and a time of day. Morning, west-facing, plenty of tree cover. The light was in my favor. The winds were low. He left his hut, mussed his kid's hair, and set off for the beach on the other side of the island, checking lobster traps.
Jesus Christ.
Ishi followed him overhead, and I followed him with my sights, holding my breath, waiting for the right moment.
Oh my god, please say, but it never came.
And then I stopped.
Oh, thank God.
I pictured all those captains I'd riddled with holes and wondered, is this how we treat civilians? Is this how wars are won?
Oh, thank goodness, yes. Oh, I was really hoping that Maia wouldn't end up being like a group foil. I was really hoping that this would happen, that she would come around, right? Similar to how Takehu he's still a little snooty, but he's come around on the whole, like, being a shitty rich boy, right? Alright. And you spared his life.
No, I killed him all right.
Oh, fuck! Fuck me.
I shot him in the back of the head. He was a corpse before he hit the ground.
She opens her fingers like a flower blooming. Well, speaking of Takehu, pretty good we didn't have him with us when she said that. Hands on his hips, Seraphim grins, because that's worldly? Is that worldly? I'm not really sure if I know what worldly means then.
It took a while for his kin to find him, but only seconds to figure out that he didn't die of a weak heart.
She chews her bottom lip and glances toward Ishiza. What happened next? I'm sure the hole in his head was compelling evidence. What happened next?
This tribe surprised me. They acted like I kicked over their anthill. They got mad. They got to work. The old Ranga went onto a pyre, and the new one snapped into place. She took up the call for unity while the embers were still warm.
Maia shakes her head, grinning a little.
Acted like I hadn't just killed her boss for doing the same thing.
Did it make a difference to you that the Ranga was a civilian? Have you been delivering assassination missions this whole time? So killing the chieftain didn't rattle the tribe. Rawatai can learn from this and be more selective next time. Doesn't sound like your mission was a success. Let's see. It seems like these first three we can just go through, right? Did it make a difference to you that the Ranga was a civilian?
Of course. I shoot to disrupt soldiers and end conflicts.
Seraphim strokes his braided beard beneath a quiet smirk.
Not to stifle ideas or crush spirits. That's Valian work.
Uh-huh. Have we been delivering assassination missions this whole time?
Fair question. Short answer? I don't know.
She frowns down at Ishiza.
Atsura uses different codes for each of us. I could teach myself to write Angwithan before I cracked another agent's instructions.
So, killing the chieftain didn't rattle the tribe? I mean, it surely did, right? Just not in a noticeable way.
They mourned, they seethed, they tore at their hair. But they rebuilt.
Right.
By the time I left, they were talking about peace with the other tribes like it was inevitable.
A slow smile of astonishment rises to her face. Doesn't sound like your mission was a success.
I completed my mission. I leave Atsura to worry about whether or not it was a success.
Pelagina tips her head up and smiles. Sighing to herself, Maia tugs at her hair bun. wearing a loose lock.
If you don't mind, I need to let this brew in my head for a while and see what bubbles up. Thanks for letting me unload in the meantime. We should talk to Atsura. He'll want to know that I've done as he asked.
Huh. Okay. I had other questions. Give me one reason why I shouldn't tell everyone in the Deadfire about this. Let's be off. She won't like this, but I'm very curious as to what she'll say if I tell her this. Huh. Yeah, give me one reason why I shouldn't tell everyone this. She blinks slowly, her expression vacant as she gives the silence of the moment its deserving weight.
You have no evidence. I'll deny everything, and the Navy will forget they ever knew me.
Maia folds her arms.
3 reasons. Now back off, Captain. I need to clean my gun.
Maia turns from you and says no more. Ooh, look, impassioned, hands on his hips, Seraphim grins. Huh. That didn't have an impact on our rep, though. That was just a dialogue choice, it seems. Let's see here. Yeah, look, we're still at 2. Interesting. Huh. Oh, how do we... There we are. And then... Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
No problem.
Let's head on up over here. Let's check in on this other person, right? Go over this way. And let's speak to Kawami. There we go. Care for a game of Hazatoha after shift change? Only if you can provide the board. Peepka threw mine in the sea. Oh, that must have been the playing board that we saw earlier. What'd you do to deserve that? And these guards are always up to something here, huh? It's not my fault she's a sore loser. Okay. Anything else? Nope.
Let me know if you're in the market for something pointy.
Let's see. Can we ask this again?
Everyone's always... I was seeing this frighten the boy, so I followed him into the service.
No, nothing. Huh. Alright, interesting. Well, let's head on down here, because there was someone down at the dock a bit further north. Let's see, yeah. Marafedo Liano. Oh, look. Do you remember when Panamu Bird Scorned brought Koiki seeds... Hang on. To the island? The red flesh variety, Akira. I can almost taste them still, so crisp and sweet. I planted my share inland, and the first crop is nearly ready. Yours grew, and could not weather the winds. Would you share mine with me? Aw. Akira, you mean it. Oh, that's very sweet. Stray cat. Bernhard. Let's see, 1 int, and what else here? Plus 5% damage with ranged weapons. Useful, but we've got more useful things, I think. Okay. On over here. Let's see. Here, is Maya still pissed at me?
Speak your mind, Captain.
Nope. We're good. Okay. Marafeto Liano. You find a man dressed in worn, dirty leather armor. His long, scraggly beard is encrusted with salt. His curling hair has clearly not seen a comb in some time, and the toenails of his bare feet are cracked and torn. The only thing of any value he carries is an amulet. Hey, Adair, look, it's you from the future. I'm sorry. That's terribly mean, Adair.
Oh, greetings.
He hesitates a moment before saying more.
Might I help you with something?
Tell me about yourself. And he does sound kind of almost like an older Adair.
I suppose.
He looks at you quizzically, perhaps unsure why you've asked him such a personal question. I mean, yeah. I'm an RPG protagonist.
I was a proud man once. A gold pack knight. Then I took a job and it went poorly. I could no longer stay with the Order after that.
His eyes take on a faraway look as he remembers.
In the years since, I have wandered the length of the Deadfire, dedicating my life to self-discipline and abstination from worldly distractions. It is only through suffering that the soul becomes strong. Do you understand?
That's it?
Well, I am waiting for someone. But I do not know when they will arrive or who they will be when they get here.
Oh.
All I know is that they are a seer, and they seek me. So I wait.
Then how will you recognize them?
I will not, but it does not matter. I have this amulet here, and I yet draw breath. That is all I need.
Let's see. Intimidate check. I guess we can just be like, give me that or I'm gonna kick your ass. Can I have it?
No? Someone is coming for me, and they will know my amulet.
Huh. Bluff check or diplomacy. You should have faith that this seer will find you without it. That's the true test.
Perhaps you have a point.
Yo, he just gave it to me? Oh my god, I'm the greatest liar ever. He gently tucks the amulet off over his head. He holds it in his palm a moment, his expression unreadable, then hands it to you. Claim and refusal. Faces of the pendant. Grants claim, refusal. Okay, what is that? Claim is... Let's see here. The serene face focuses the wearer's mind and soul with purpose and acceptance. Increases melee damage inflicted and received. Huh. By 10% on both. Okay. Which is... yeah, it's just passive. Okay. And then refusal? The face of suffering, twisted with madness. Decreases melee damage dealt and received. Oh. Okay. Also 10%. Weird. Maybe you can flip it over or something? And have it pick a certain face or something? I have no idea. This pendant bears the crest of an Aediran patrician house to whom an unwanted child was born. The elf girl was cloistered within her chambers for most of her young life. She suffered terrible bouts of fits and hallucinatory fevers, to which her neglectful parents turned a blind eye. Her human stepmother, by way of Heimneg, had sympathy for the girl and cared for her almost exclusively. On reaching maturity, the girl left to travel the countryside. She claimed her visions had begun to clarify, giving her a glimpse into the past, present, and future. She began to tell strikingly accurate fortunes for an ever-growing throng of followers. Her parents were mortified that their daughter had left her privileged station behind to become a vagabond mystic. Eventually, the girl's predictions turned into full-blown prophecy and proselytizing. It took little time for the local clergy to brand her a heretic. Her parents dispatched her human stepmother to confront their daughter and claim her family pendant, officially dissolving any connection to her. When the stepmother arrived at the prophetess's camp, the crowd parted for her, as if by silent command. Her stepdaughter, having predicted her arrival, beckoned her into her tent. She knew why she had come. The next morning, the two had vanished. Only the pendant remained. Whoa. Huh. Do you think this is the father? No. Surely not. Surely the story is unrelated to this man, right? Well, potentially.
Just, please, take good care of it.
Tell me about yourself.
I suppose.
Oh, wait,
I
that's
was
the same
a
thing.
the years
Right.
since. Well, I am waiting for someone.
Okay. Good luck
I do
with
not
that.
need luck. I have faith.
Could you teach me what you've learned in your years wandering the Deadfire?
I have already given you my most prized possession, and you ask for more still. Fine. I will show you what I can. For 3,000 copper.
All right. Enhance insight and intimidate. Really? Intimidate? Okay, here you are.
Thank you, traveler.
He tells you what he learned about making and keeping a bargain in his years as a gold-packed knight, showing you how to tell when a merchant knows his wares are of poor quality or overpriced. When he's satisfied you won't get fleeced by the next back-alley charm dealer you come across, he sends you on your way. Alright, cool, we got his training. Weird.
Sure.
Alright. Huh. Okay, cool. Well, when next we come back, more of Sayuka, I suppose, right? Man, things are kind of heating up as well with Maia. I'm kind of tempted... Well, no, after we finish things up in Sayuka, we'll head on over and do stuff with Atsura, I suppose. It would be really nice if we could convince Maia not to go along with her usual bullshit, but I'm not sure if we can convince her, right? Like, that's kind of like a big life decision. I don't know. I would totally understand if we were unable to convince her, right? Alright, well, until next time, please, take care of each other.